Many people forget how many women answered the call of duty during the Vietnam conflict. An estimated 10,000 women served as nurses, administrative roles, military intelligence, war correspondents, photojournalists, and more. 2 female Vietnam vets saw firsthand the human cost of serving in Vietnam.
Were you drafted or did you enlist?
Oh, I enlisted. Being a nurse, I came in as an officer. So that I didn't actually enlist, I signed up. You cannot be a nurse in the Air Force and not go to Wilford Hall at some time or other.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah, sure enough, wound up in Vietnam at Da Nang Air Force Base, better known as Rocket City because of our friendly neighbors who like to shoot rockets into the base every night at 2 o'clock. So it was sort of a routine. At 2 o'clock, you woke up and to a siren, rolled out of bed, rolled under the bed, and then you got the all clear, so you got back into bed and went back to sleep. I had 17 nurses and 102 med techs. So, and it kept us going.
All that you were in charge of.
That's right.
What did you often see when you greeted these aircraft?
A plane full of people that really needed help. These young kids coming off the field with parts missing and how they were going to handle their lives at that point. And that was probably the most stressful part of the job. One of the things that I thought was a good thing, we did a lot of what they call MedCap missions. And I remember one occasion, the mayor had opened his facilities for the MedCap unit. And they would come in and get treated for various things that they had. And as we were driving away, we heard shotgun shots, and they had killed them because they allowed us there to help those people. And it makes you really, at that point, that's when you really wonder what you're doing there. Are you doing any good?
I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and that I will obey
and that I will obey
the orders of the President of the United States.
the orders of the President of the United States.
I was there 24 hours, and I was NCOIC of a unit of guys, of a whole team of guys. NCOIC means non-commissioned officer in charge. I'm 19 years old, and it was a little rough, to say the least. I learned the very first day, I learned how to roll up in a mosquito net to sleep, because if you didn't do that, the bugs would eat you up alive, and the heat was absolutely unbearable. You learned to live with it like that. We were supposed to go have our meals at the hospital, and you had to walk around all these Quonset huts, everything else, which were wards. And over here to the right, they had literally pushed the gurneys of the wounded. They were pleading and crying, blood everywhere you could see, and they'd just reach out their hand. And of course, I stopped and talked. And I did that more often than not. And sometimes I held her hand until it went limp. I never cried. I don't know why I didn't, but I did. Because I had a job to do. So I compartmentalized all of that in my head to be able to go back to work. And it worked, it was effective until years later. They were still haunting me.
Yeah. You've cried since.
A lot. I don't want to forget those guys. So many people have. They were my comrades. I need to remember them.
Would you do it again?
Probably. Probably, just because, you know, I signed up to do something and I do what I say I'm going to do.
Would you do it again?
Absolutely. No doubt in my mind. Not ever. Like I said, I was in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. I would not have chosen to do anything different.